In this 1 Minute Wednesday, we're going to be talking about add chords. Add chords are really simple. Literally all it is taking a chord and adding an extra note to it. So for example, a really common add chord is an add 9 chord. An add 9 chord is where you are adding the ninth to the chord. So for example, in a C major chord, if you were to make it a C major add 9 chord, we would take a C major chord, which is C, E, and G, and then we would add a ninth. What's a ninth in a C major chord? Well, we just have to count up 9 from C, our first. So we know that 8 is an octave, so that would take us up to the C up an octave, but this is a ninth, so we go up one more note, which goes to a D. So a C add 9 chord has C, E, G, and then a D. Sometimes a C add 9 chord will be marked as a C add 2 chord, which is the same thing, right? You already have the first, so the second is a D, because one step up from C is D. The only reason to mark these differently is to imply how you should play it. For example, in an add 2 chord, the implication is that your chord looks like C, and then you play the next note, D, because it's add 2, and then you have your E and your G that fill out that C major chord. But in a C add 9 chord, the implication is that you're actually adding the D that's a ninth up from C. So instead you're playing C, E, G, and then you go up even further to that D. And this works for any chord. So for example, if you see D minor add 6, then you'd have your D minor chord, which is D, F, and A, and then you add the 6th. The A is the 5th, so we just go up one more note to add that 6th. So we add a B. So our D minor add 6 would end up being D, F, A, and then that added B. So that's all there is to add chords. They're super simple. It's a great way to make your chords more interesting, to add extra notes that have it sound just a little less consonant and perfect and help it sound a little more intriguing to the ear. Be sure to try them out in your next song. And if you're interested in learning more music theory that songwriters absolutely need to know or should know, I do have a free guide about the 4 pillars of music theory that every songwriter needs to know. You can download it free. Link in the description. It says songwritertheory.com/music theory guide. It will teach you the 4 pieces of music theory, because I think there's only 4 that songwriters absolutely have to know in order to write songs effectively, efficiently, and know what the heck you're doing and not just be relying on luck that like, oh, these chords sound good together. So if you're interested in that, be sure to check that out. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this and learned something, be sure to drop a like. I will talk to you next time.